Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Code Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. The recitation, Vadhans Mahalla Pehla Dakhani. Dakhani is a sub-rag, if you will, a ragini of Vadhans. The composition, the first Nanak, 8 stanzas. The first, Sach Siranda Sacha Janiai, Sachada a-sabad-a-day, a-sabad-a-day, Sachada alakh aparo. Doe pud jod vichhodiyan, gur bin kor andaro. Suraj chand sirjiyan, ehnis chalat vicharo. Siranda, the creator. It actually means the weaver, the one who weaves. So remember this, the Guru is saying. This is the truth. The truth is that this weaver is eternal. And its might is also eternal. It is the sustainer. It nurtures the universe that it creates. It is self-organized. Jin apine aap sajya. Sachara alakh aparo. It cannot be seen by the senses. It's infinite. And it plays this game. Doe pud jod vichhodiyan, Suraj chand sirjiyan, ehnis chalat vicharo. Ehnis chalat. This drama happens day by day, moment by moment. The realms are brought together, jod, and then separated, meaning creation and destruction. And without the Guru, our life remains engulfed in darkness. What that means is that we do not awaken to this reality. We have to awaken to the reality of the sustainer. We need spiritual guidance, the Gur. And then in the Rahau, Sachada Sahib Sach tu, Sachada dehi pyaro. This is a direct address to the Creator, saying, you are eternal. Sachada Sahib Sach tu. You are our master, and you bestow upon us your love. This is the central idea to understand this. The second verse, Tud sirji medani, dukh sukh devan haro, nari purkh sirjiya, bikh maya moh pyaro. Khani bani teriyan, deh jiya adharo, kudrat takht rachaya, sach nibedan haro. Again, Tud sirji medani, you created the world, and you also gave us joy and pain. Within this world is embedded joy and pain. Man and woman, nari purkh sirjiye. And of course, all of this is happening. Bikh maya moh pyaro. You placed us in Maya and then attached us to Maya. We are now attached to this phenomenal world. Khani bani teriyan. You are the womb of all existence. And Kudrat Takht Rachaya, all of this, you sit atop the throne of the world and govern it. Kudrat Takht Rachaya, such a nibedan haro. This is key. That it is a just order. It is a moral order. It is intelligible to us, but through Guru wisdom, and it is just. Kudrat takht rachaya, sach nibedan haro. So this idea is that the world has meaning. The universe is very intelligible to us, but in order to understand it, we need Guru wisdom. This dispels the idea that everything is random. It is not. That's the message in the stanza. The third, Ava gavan sirjaya tu thir karne haro, Jamman marna aaye gaya, badik jiyo bekaro, bodde naam visarya, bodde kya tis charo, gun chodi bikh laddya, avgan ka vanjaro. Now again, the explanation continues. Not only do you bring together the world of phenomena, the happiness and joy and pain within it, but also birth and death. You have created birth and death. You see, the theme is death. So the Guru is trying to explain to us that death is just natural. Coming and going are just transitions from one state to another. And it is a grind, Jammana Maran, it is a grind that only those who have Guru wisdom escape. What that means is you don't escape it physically, but you realize and recognize it for what it is. And then you become a part of that process, willingly, knowingly. You understand your role. You see, clarity. So birth and death is part of the divine order, hukam. But the world of phenomena pulls us, and our life becomes corrupt, and we get entrapped by the senses. That is the forgetting, and that is the source of suffering. So you see, you have to be mindful of what your role really is in this universe, you see? The fourth, Sadde aaye tina janniya, hukam sache kartaro, Nari purkh vichunniya, vichudya milan haro, Roop na jane sohniye, hukam baddi sirkaro, Balak bird na janani, todan het pyaro. So those who have understood the decree of hukam, they see union and separation as destiny. Sadde aaye tina janaya, only they know hukam sache kartaro, who have recognized this divine order. And then they realize that nari purkha vichunya, vichudya milanharo, that these are just part of destiny. Union and destiny, meaning this process, that is this natural order around us, of which we are very much a part. Beauty fades. We are all bound to a certain organizing principle, if you will. We can't act outside of it. And when death comes, he's saying, Rupana jane soniye, it does not really, it's indifferent in some senses. When death comes, whether you're a kid or a beautiful woman or what have you, it makes no difference. It comes to all. And what happens when death comes? Naudar thake hukam sacha, hans gaya gainare, sadhan chutti mutti chhoot vinaniya, mirtakada anjanade bare, सुरत मुई मरमाई महल रुन्नी दरबारे, रोवे कंत महेली हो, सच्चे के गुण सारे. Now here, there is a profound inner meaning. The 9 orifices of the body close. In other words, the body disintegrates. The bride soul that lived within it, quote unquote, the bride, feels abandoned because it got trapped in Maya. Spiritual failure did not discern itself. And when this game comes to an end, it mourns the loss. So what the Guru is saying, that if you are not spiritually awake, death is inevitable for all of us. But those who are awakened spiritually live a different order of life from those who do not. The sixth, Jalmal jani navalaya kappad patte ambare Vajje vajje sachi baniya panchambue man mare Jani vichunde mera maran bhaya trig jeevan sansare Jeevat mare so janiye pir sachde het pyare. Now the Guru is telling us this is an inner wisdom. We may adorn ourselves in all kinds of finery. This is what happens even at death, right? The corpse is adorned, it's bathed, music, set. But the senses have departed. The mind is subdued. Jivat mare so janiye. That is the way to live, to die to the ego. It's a very profound message. So death is inevitable. Death scares the hell out of us. We have to learn how to live death. And we've noticed the Guru is saying that life is about being a warrior. What does a warrior do? He's fighting for a cause. And the cause has to be a righteous cause. In other words, you have to carry the burden of righteousness. That is what Hukam expects of you, that you are a part of the process of evolving humanity. So you carry that burden. It's about self-sacrifice, not self-indulgence, if you will. That is the attitude and the approach that is needed, because death will come and it will determine how you leave, whether with a sense of accomplishment, of a warrior, of having fought a battle with bravery, a game well played. It's a game. So these are important things to remember. The seventh one. Tusi rovo rovan ai ho, jhoot muthi sansare, how muthdi tande tavaniya, pir chodiyade viddanakare, kar kar kant maheliya, rude het pyare, main pir sach salahana, how resiyade naam batare. So we are caught in falsehood, cool. And so we weep. We are deceived by falsehood, and we grieve over temporary losses. We get lost in worldly pursuits, and we recognize, perhaps too late, but the Guru is declaring, "Main pir sach salauna, how resiyade naam batare." That's how I have learned to live. Such virtues, I have cultivated the virtues, such salahana. How resiyade, I have understood the mystery through self-knowledge, naam batare. That is what sustains me. And in the end, gur milige ves paltaya, sadhan sach sigaro, आओ मिलो सहेली हो सिमरो सिरजनहारो पैयर नाम सुहागणी सच सवारणहारो कावो गीत न बिरहड़ा नानक ब्रह्म विचारो. So गावो गीत न बिरहड़ा nanak brahm vicharo. So don't weep over physical separation. Instead, brahma vicharo. reflect on the wisdom, be guided by the wisdom, Naam, and that comes through the Guru. Gur miliye, ves paltya, turning around, transformation of how you perceive the world. Siranda Sacha Sigaro, that is the wealth with which to adorn yourself. Now, this is in contrast to how the body is adorned. Avo milo sahelio, O soulmates. Sahelio is also used for the inner family of senses. The senses have to be transformed eventually. They have to process this information that they're receiving constantly differently to understand the game that is being played. Bayare Naam Suhagani Sach Sawaran. You have to become a Suhagani, a bride. So this is emphasizing to us that the nature of the world is temporary. Our attachments are fleeting. And so therefore the importance of awakening to the fact that death is real, that it is natural. Do not resist it, but play the game, and play the game like a warrior. Carry the burden of moving humanity forward. You have to. Self-sacrifice is the key, not self-indulgence. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.